Women prefer dating a Sigma male because he is a genuine leader. The male Sigma possesses all the necessary traits to become an alpha, but he chooses his freedom than being bound to the position of authority. He prefers to work alone, but even if he ends up in a leadership position, he doesn't stay in that position for very long because he doesn't like being constrained by any social structure. His key advantages are that he doesn't need to make a point and that he doesn't needlessly stir up controversy. Lover of freedom. A Sigma guy cannot adhere to the standards that an alpha male values, and he makes no effort to do so. This is because Sigma males respect their freedom above all else. It's not necessarily that he has anything against the leadership of the alpha man. Mysterious kind. The male Sigma is extremely enigmatic and rarely speaks. He periodically displays his powerful personality before withdrawing into his world. Women are intrigued by this conduct and have a strong desire for these males. Solo player. The Sigma guy doesn't always play well with others. He instead establishes his standards and takes his course. He decides the game to play and what the rules will be. He distinguishes himself from the rest of the group in this way. However, this does not exclude him from collaborating with others when necessary. Sigma men can do remarkable things in business or relationships. Watcher. He can perceive things well. He is a better judge of circumstances and people because of his keen observation, which frequently results in comprehensive analysis. He still makes mistakes, but he learns from them more quickly than some other men. This does not imply that he never makes mistakes. Rebel. The male Sigma is a rule breaker who defies convention. The Sigma male likes to exercise authority by defying conventions, whereas the alpha male seeks to do so by establishing them. Not because they dislike alpha males in any way, but rather because they have little regard for the rules of hierarchy. Independence and self-reliance. The male Sigma is autonomous and self-sufficient. He may have many friends, both male and female, but the only person he needs to validate him is himself. He does not depend on the strength of others to motivate him. The Sigma male is at ease on his own, and his confidence comes from inside, unlike the alpha male who needs a herd to exert his dominance over. Inquisitiveness. The male Sigma is a very inquisitive person. He is constantly seeking out new knowledge and experiences. He is constantly on the lookout for new ideas and information because of his insatiable curiosity. To his admirers, this may be a highly alluring quality. He tends to be a bit of a rebel and iconoclast. A Sigma male is an introverted alpha male. He has his value system and his own goals, and he doesn't back down for anybody. The challenge in a relationship is that he can be stubborn, however, the upside is that you'll always know where he stands. Sigma males are extremely hard workers who don't crave authority or approval. They know what they want and they go for it. Living outside of the social hierarchy greatly limits a Sigma male's desire to follow leaders. Nonconformist is also an appropriate word. He doesn't like to be the center of attention. Sigma males always have some project or personal thing they are working on. They don't like to be the center of attention at work or home. Sigmas aren't necessarily antisocial or some label like that, it's just that they enjoy having time with themselves or one-on-one and they don't want to be swarmed by crowds and lots of the limelight. He may enjoy meeting your friends or going out to the occasional pub or concert, but in general, he's going to want his space and want to do his own thing. If you want a guy who will be your sidekick most of the time, then a Sigma is not your man. The Sigma prefers to stand back to the side a little bit and scope situations out. He doesn't want to dive headfirst into social situations that come his way or shoot the breeze with whoever comes along. If you like a guy who hangs back a bit but still has inner confidence radiating out of him, then a Sigma can be ideal. Change doesn't bother him. Sigma males adapt to change well and don't get overly stressed by typical situations that flummox other people. They can get along well with others without wanting to necessarily be part of the gang, and that translates well into social scenarios. In other words, it's pretty easy for Sigma to move to a new place, change jobs or adapt to a new schedule. Like anybody, he's going to have an adjustment phase. But he's likely less fazed by change and being uprooted than a more sedentary, settled guy. The Sigma is a nomad at heart. He can be happy in one place and settling down, but moving around is in his blood, and he'll be happy to join you on adventures to new locales and destinations. He's direct and doesn't talk too much. If you're looking for a talker and a chatty dude, then a Sigma male isn't for you. He's not necessarily shy, but he doesn't tend to enjoy random chit-chat. He speaks when he has something to say and speaks sincerely. The Sigma male uses his voice as an expression of his true thoughts and emotions. The background work where he processes his feelings and decides what to say is not something he verbalizes. This can be hard if he suddenly pops out of somewhere with a decision, but it can be wonderful if you're tired of guys who treat you like a sounding board and are constantly rambling on for no good reason. He will give you space, and expect it in return. The Sigma male needs space. As I mentioned earlier, he's fine being sociable sometimes, but his sweet spot is alone or in one-on-one situations. There are many times he prefers to be alone with his thoughts and reflects or work on a project he's got going that's self-driven. He's the kind of guy who will give you your space and expect the same in return. Some women can interpret a Sigma male as unfriendly or aloof. He just doesn't like being overly lovey-dovey and communicative, but in bed, he'll still make the sparks fly. The Sigma group of men tends to be reclusive, cryptic, and like alone. However, they do not want to run into issues with ladies. Regardless of the situation, Sigma males will never argue or fight with a woman. Funny enough, when they eventually meet the proper woman who gets them, they fall head over heels in love. More often than not, women are drawn to Sigma males. They try to understand the lone wolf as they pursue him. But the more scientists try to understand the Sigma male, the more puzzling and enigmatic he becomes. It's nearly impossible for women to divert or persuade Sigma males to see things from their point of view, in contrast to Alpha, Omega, and Beta males. A Sigma male can foresee a woman's every move and anticipate her next action when they are together. So, here's how Sigma guys control women. A woman can be forced out of her comfort zone by Sigma males. Sigma men are incredibly direct and don't mince words when expressing their emotions. Unlike other males, lone wolves don't always tell women what they want to hear. Sigma males will tell them the truth, regardless of how it will make a woman feel. Because of their life experiences, they approach any lady confidently and don't give a damn about how she will respond. Men in the Sigma fraternity are aware of women's superpowers and will use them against them. Because of this, Sigma guys find it simple to push any woman outside of her comfort zone. They perform it extremely elegantly. They exploit the woman's superpower, which they initially comprehend, to manipulate her into doing whatever they desire. Male Sigmas are unpredictable. You must be able to anticipate what the Sigma men will do. Everything about them is mysterious. Additionally, they tend to speak less while among women, making it impossible for anyone to anticipate what the Sigma guys will do next. When they are among women, Alpha and Beta males frequently talk a lot about themselves. And because of this, women find it quite simple to comprehend them. He attempts to comprehend how he acts in various situations whenever a woman is around a Sigma male. Sometimes they purposefully do things just to see how the Sigma males will respond. A Sigma male maintains his focus and thought despite attempts by women to entice him. Male Sigmas hate being told what to do. The fact that Sigma males dislike being told what to do is one of the traits that women adore most about them. They have independent thoughts and don't think twice about making choices. Rather than being told what to do, Sigma males prefer to make mistakes and learn from them. Of course, Sigma men won't pay heed to a woman's enticing appearance or her side conversations. This explains why Sigma males are so elusive and enigmatic to women who have previously dated Alpha, Beta, and Omega males. The guys of Sigma cannot be ordered on what to do. He enjoys leading a life of independence and dancing to his drum. The Sigma males are unpredictable and don't like being told what to do, thus no woman can easily have her way or control them. Sigma males are quite simple. Men in the Sigma fraternity are not hypocrites. They are direct and avoid waffling on the subject. The typical lady expects a man to acknowledge his error and provide an apology. The majority of women desire that. To have the upper hand in the relationship, some women may even date men who are destined to fail. However, Sigma males are straightforward. They always tell their women how they feel and won't apologize for what has happened. And that is because they don't live their lives to impress anybody, not even women. Don't overthink things, Sigma men. Male Sigmas don't overthink things. They follow their paths in life and enjoy life on their terms. This means that the Sigma guys always have a backup plan in case things don't work out as expected. And if plan B doesn't work, they have more options than they know what to do with. The truth is that rather than overthinking a situation, Sigma guys prefer to spend time coming up with several solutions. After all, overanalyzing never yields a solution to a problem. Every action he takes is covered by the lone wolf's backup plan. Therefore, he should not worry if things don't go according to plan. All he needs to do is implement the next course of action. But in this area, beta males utterly fail. In essence, they seek to address all facets of life. And ultimately, they degenerate into a weaker version of themselves. Beta males constantly strive to show a positive image to others, be approachable, presentable, kind, etc. They strive to win others over throughout their entire lives. Sigma guys, on the other hand, approach life from the perspective that it is an ideal. He, therefore, has no motive to overthink things if things don't go his way. He only needs to activate a different course of action. And as a result, they consistently succeed in everything they do. They are willing to meet life head on. They attempt to make the best of every situation, no matter how challenging it may be. Always in control of his sex life, Sigma males. Sigma guys are unpredictable to women because they control every aspect of their sex lives. Because that is their only superpower, the women can become so fixated on the Sigma males that they will sometimes act sexually toward them. Seduction, however, doesn't work on the Sigma males, as I already explained. He won't let a lady lure him simply so he may ride on her. A Sigma male will be more likely to avoid you if you seduce him more. However, being intelligent, driven, and a go-getter type of woman is the best method to catch a Sigma male's eye. Male Sigmas do not seek advice from others. Men in Sigma are excellent researchers. They have such a strong belief in the value of research. Instead of asking someone for advice, they would prefer to spend time researching a topic or learning more about it. Throughout their entire lives, Sigma males always come up with solutions on their own. He would study books, search the internet, and use other methods to gather information. But in the end, he will always succeed in finding what he seeks. They do benefit from solitude and become better scholars when they spend time alone. When women are around the Sigma males, they don't feel intelligent. And the reason for this is that the lone wolves are ignorant of practically everything. Naturally, he is a voracious researcher and has access to a wealth of knowledge. These characteristics make it simple for the Sigma guys to control women. Charismatic. His charisma shines through even if he is not putting any special effort into demonstrating it. Sigma males can get along well with people of many different personality types. While Sigma men may sometimes seem different from other men in the things that they say and do, this is due to different priorities rather than low social skills. Sigma man can be incredibly charming when he wants to be. His inner charm doubled with determination helps him to achieve business goals and be successful in everyday life. He knows what he wants. Due to his self-confidence and inner strength, he gets a lot of attention from women. He can seduce any woman he wants, but he is not the kind of guy who would jump from one woman to another. Instead, he tries to find a woman who is equally self-sufficient and independent. These are the things that Sigma man finds most attractive. Explorer. He is a nomad and explorer who likes to experience new things. Instead of staying in his comfort zone, the Sigma male likes to go and experience new cultures, and foods, and interact with new people. He tries his limits and explores new horizons, gaining energy from the unfamiliar. Protector of his personal space. He knows his boundaries and sets them straight. His psychological and emotional space is sacred to him. If someone tries to cross his boundaries, he acts assertively and defends his space. However, Sigma men can often happily share their space with close friends, family, and partners that they feel a special bond with. Dominant introvert. The Sigma male does not attract the attention of everyone by talking all the time. On the contrary, sometimes he likes to retreat and observe everything in silence. He does not get involved in meaningless conversations, but rather spends his energy on introspection and reflection, which gives him a competitive edge. He is an introverted alpha male who dominates using his intelligence. Self-sufficient and independent. The Sigma male is self-sufficient and independent. While he may have plenty of friends, both men and women, he needs no one but himself for his validation. He is not relying on other people's energy to empower him. While the alpha male needs a herd on which he can exercise his power, the Sigma male is comfortable on his own, and his confidence stems from within. Curious mind. The Sigma male has a very curious mind. He is always on the lookout for new experiences and information. His curiosity always keeps him on his toes, and his mind is eager for new perspectives and knowledge. This may seem like a very attractive trait to his admirers. Easily adaptable. One of the most desirable qualities of the Sigma personality type is that he can adjust anywhere and do anything. He can move in and out of groups with different interests, cultures, and beliefs. He wouldn't tie himself for long to one social group. He is flexible and adaptable. Respectful. Not only Sigma male is a lover of his independence, but he also values the independence of other people. He doesn't want to impose certain norms and restrictions on others. Instead, he respects the freedom of his friends and partners. Unlike the alpha, if somebody doesn't act the way he wants them to, he does not control or coerce them, he simply goes his way himself.